Jared Tones. I hope you all are well and in amazing health. So for those of you who are new around here, I am Jaren. I am a voice teacher, speech trainer, and the founder and owner of this amazing studio, the Jaren Emliger Studio. Y'all asked for her, and I love her. I'm excited to get into this because she is a singer, and she is so artistic. Now, this video is more so an analysis and not so much reaction, so I want to do a lot of starting and stopping in this video. So if you don't like a lot of starting and stopping, then this is not the video for you. But if you don't mind starting and stopping, then this is the channel and the video for you. I just hit my glasses. Without further ado, y'all, here is Lisa Fischer singing How Can I Ease the Pain? She has a lot of roundness and depth in her sound. All alone, on my knees I pray. There's a little pucker in her lips, a little bit. There's a little bit of a dropped lyrics in here, and kind of more of an open position in the vocal tract, a little bit. All alone, on my knees I pray. You see that pray? Pray. It wasn't pray. Pray. And she used the diphthong and kind of divided it up into two different vowel sounds, literally. Pray instead of pray. Pray.
In and out and in you go.
You hear the aspirate offsets, go. And she released it with the air. And again, you can hear that depth, that lowered lyrics. Out and in you go. You can hear that drop of lyrics a little bit and kind of see that vertical approach in her singing a little bit with the pucker of the lips. Yeah, it kind of keeps that sound more focused and warm in a way.
I feel your fire, then I lose my self-control. How can I ease the pain when I know you're coming back again? How can I ease the pain in my heart?
Now in the chorus right, she got a little bit bigger. Got a little bit thicker in her vocal folds, kind of got more chestier in a way. And she kind of breaks up each and every little nuance with kind of like a slight stop or a slight pause or like a lessened vocal stop, if I could say it like that. How can I? Almost like a sausage. How can I? Because of the sausage effect sometimes in vocal studies and things like that. Kinda like that. If that makes sense. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about.
How can I ease the pain?
Controlled flip up right there was so nice. She kind of had a chesty, thicker part, then switched up into the headier, thinner fold places she has right there. And it had a little glissando towards the end, a little slide towards the end.
How can I ease the pain in my heart?
Did you hear how heart kind of changed? In my heart. And I'm really kind of guessing where she went. But you see how the vowel of heart, she kind of really played with the lip position, the jaw position a little bit, the tongue position a little bit. Among many other things she played with, like the vocal tract position, she really kind of played with, it kind of got brighter, more narrow, kind of tightened things up here, and then kind of got wider towards the end and kind of played with that positioning. She really knows how to play with her voice, and she's so clean at the play. She is so clean and precise. Each time she plays and kind of does so with her voice, it's so precise every single time.
Who can I ease it if it's not love you're coming for?
Did you see love? Love, you're coming for love. So she really, again, is playing with the shape of the vocal tract, the whole shape of the vocal tract, which starts at the lips and kind of goes all the way down on in here to where the glottis sits. Oh, yeah, So even changing the shape of the lips will change how your sound sounds or how your voice sounds, you know? So she really plays with these different sounds to really give texture and color to the words of the song. And again, she is so clean and precise with the texture changes that she uses in her performances and stuff like that. Notice while she was singing right there, and the whole time she sings, that torso is engaged. That torso does not move. She doesn't reach up a lot and things like that. Everything is kind of aligned, and she kind of stays here. You know, she'll move her arms and all this other stuff, but she's not, you know, she's not doing all of that. Everything is here. But that mic is right there. So she's doing all this moving, but she's focused on that mic. That mouth is focused right there on the mic. And I feel like it probably helps her support and things like that. Not doing all that moving and stuff like that. Some people, they can move and things like that and not be bothered by it. But maybe she likes more keeping still and kind of keeping that torso strong and that neck strong and everything kind of in there so she can really hit these notes and do it the way she wants to do it. She is so controlled and poised in her singing. You can tell she's very technical. She's just very technical. She's always has been, always will be. Even today, she's very technical and very aware of how she's using her instrument and things like that. Again, she knows how to use these different registers and to mix and to manipulate her vocal tract in such a way where it works. So that first all is a little more chesty. Give me all, nothing at all. Then she kind of switched to more of like a bright, heady, pingy sound right there. A little more nasality, a little more twang possibly. And then she kind of went into the head voice, kind of really domey, really hooty, and went up there to the high stuff right there. So I think that's what's happening. She kind of switched to more of a thicker, kind of more of a thinner place, and then super heady, domey, approaching the top notes right there. And again, so technical and so poised and purposeful in how she sings. All right, Lisa. She got to be a little yodel right there.
I need to know how
so on the money on that high note right there. And you notice she prepared for it. She opened up first and then sang. It wasn't ma, it was ah. I tell my clients often to shape before you sing. So open your mouth up and shape it in the vowel or in the space that you want it to be in, and then bring your vocal folds together and phonate or sing. So instead of just kind of opening your mouth at the time you sing or at the time you bring your vocal folds together, open up. If it's hard for you to get there, if it's like a more difficult part or you want to place it differently or place it in the way you want to place it before you start singing. And then start singing. That's what she did right there. And then she kind of had her mouth open, phonated, and was right there on the money because she prepared for it before she phonated. She prepared before she sang. She shaped and prepared before she sang, okay? And her head voice, that thinner fold head voice is so clear. It's almost like the texture of a whistle tone, but still the texture of like voice. It is just so clear and it's just like, pew, right there, you know? Also also say that using this wide of a range or this much of your range in one song is utterly and extremely difficult, and she's doing it without a problem. I remember I tried it for my doctorate. I didn't get the doctorate, but I went to try out, and in my audition I had to sing like I think 5 different songs. Then the faculty picked what songs I had to sing. So my first song was a classical piece called Erbarmedig by Bach. So the song is like Erbarmedig, Erbarmedig, my God. So it's kind of like that. So it's up there, my headier part of my voice. So you see how it's kind of up there, my headier male soprano stuff right there. So then the next song I had to sing was a gospel tune immediately. Somewhere from, you know, something like that to, I'm gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside. So having to switch that much in my range that quick was hard for me when I had to like swallow my spit and then just kind of go for it. I was like, woo, that was difficult. She's doing that the whole time in this song, going from these high heady voices to these low deep voices, dropping the larynx, going up and down. Her larynx, her vocal tract, her whole embouchure, her vocal apparatus is so pliable and flexible. This just shows you how skilled she is when she sings this. And again, she can do this today. Let's be crystal clear. She can do this same song today. And if you've ever seen her do it, she does with 2 microphones. Like, she sings with 2 microphones. It's crazy. I ain't never seen nobody else do that. She sings with 2 microphones and really plays with both of them. I think she like has one on the stand and holds one, and she goes between the 2 mics. It's crazy. I watch her on YouTube and TikTok all the time. I'm like, dang, like she is really killing it out here. All that to say, singing like this is very difficult, and she's doing it like it's nothing. Using as much of your range at once is very difficult, and she's doing it like it's like, ah, I got it.
How can I ease it? I need to know how to move. How can I ease it? How can I ease the pain, baby? How can I ease it? How can I ease it? How can I ease it?
It's almost like a piccolo, how she's singing. It's like her head voice is like a piccolo. That falsetto head voice, high stuff, coloratura, dare I say, is really kind of piccolo-y. Just how piercing and present it is. Yeah. Did you hear that onset? Ooh, that was hard for me to do. I mean, going from like a vocal slack to that high, she kind of really uses all of her different textures and really all of her different registers. Like, this is bananas. If you enjoyed this analysis, click subscribe down below. Then click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted. And as I always continue to say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. All right, Jerry Tones, I'll see y'all soon.